Hi guys, I'm here with Brandontan in Switzerland and I will be asking him some questions about his career in Pokemon Go. So after the events in Solothurn, what inspired you to start creating Pokemon Go content? How did you begin?
So basically the reason why I wanted to make videos on YouTube is I wanted to show people how I play Pokemon Go. At the same time I wanted to share with people how the game can be played in a better manner or more efficient manner. So hence why I started making videos. And I started making videos on the year 2019.
The second question is, will you decide which events, update or gameplay topics to focus on your video?
I usually work on all because I'm a more all-rounded player, so I work on everything, like even PVP, I do look at it a little bit. When it's the rocket event, I also look at it and play it. I enjoy doing everything in the game, so hence why I look at every single aspect and I just make video on most of the content.
The third question I have, what's your favorite Pokemon? And has Pokemon Go changed your perspective on it?
What's my favorite Pokemon? Pikachu, no, just PG. Yes, Pokemon Go was the one that made me choose it because I started playing Pokemon Go in 2016, and the reason why it's my favorite Pokemon is I actually started grinding in 2016, and then it's the best Pokemon to use to grind for XP. As you catch it, evolve it, and you get the most XP out of it.
For the fourth question I have, what are some memorable experiences or encounters you had while playing?
Say again?
What are some memorable experiences or encounters you had while playing?
Coming to Switzerland to Solothurn to play the Gigantamax battle with PGTraveler.
How do you keep up with the latest Pokemon Go strategy, meta shift and community trends?
So basically for meta shift, I mean PvP wise, I use pvpoke.com, and then I'll look at what are the viable Pokemon, etc., and then see the upcoming new Pokemon, whether they will take over the lead as the top meta Pokemon. If you talk about like for raiding wise, I will research on certain new things that comes up, like when a new shadow Pokemon is introduced to the game, I'll then calculate and look at it from either Game Press or also Pokebattler.com to actually see which are the best new Pokemon. So even for the new meta shift, like the max out season when it was released, I had to look at a lot of spreadsheets and look through like Pokebattler just to see which are the new strongest of whichever typing Pokemon. In terms of community shift, like for me, I do get a feel of the community feeling in terms of how when I play the game, how I feel, and also when I read my group chats, certain group chats, how people are talking. I don't usually look on social media most of the time because sometimes people can just go all ham mode in terms of like having that pitchfork ready, but I do read it from time to time too. But I understand, you know, the game is built differently, especially when we're all playing in different playgrounds.
I think you forgot Lick Duck.
Oh yeah, and Lick Duck, quack quack.
Are there any rare Pokemon or shinies that you are still hunting, or do you have any white whale catches?
Any what?
White whales is like the more rare catches you can have in the game.
White whale?
White whales.
What is white whale?
Yeah, normally they are blue, and if you find a white one, it's like the more rare you can find in the world.
Oh, so my the rarest catch. So as of now, I don't target any shinies because like, I'm not a actual real shiny hunter. But if I get it, I get it. Like right now, because I'm in Europe, if I hatch myself a shiny Mime Junior, great. That's what I think I'll be looking for right now.
You already have one or no?
No.
No, it's still
not trading.
Hunting, yeah.
I will hunt it by myself. If you talk about any Shando, this and that, I guess not really also. People do think that I'm hunting for Shando Pidgey, but not really. And last but not least, I think right now if you talk about the white whale, probably my Shadow Hundo Pidgey.
Or the Zekrom X Epsilon?
No. I think it's still the Shadow Hundo Pidgey.
What advice would you give to someone new to Pokemon Go who wants to get serious about the game?
Well, I think the most important thing is to really invest in something that's very important, which a lot of people think that it's, you know, not really crucial, but but some people also think that it's a cheating device, but it's basically a Go++. If you want to get serious in the game, I think getting a Go++ or a Go Plus is very, very important, because as I'm talking to you guys right now, or talking to Jonas, the game is still catching and spinning the Pokestops around us as we speak. So if you really want to get serious in the game, like, to have this device, it's created by Nintendo, by the Pokemon company, so it's a legitimate device that you can use to catch Pokemon and also spin Pokestops in a way automatically. So to me, it's the best investment, and to me, like, if you ask me to spend more than what it costs, I wouldn't mind to.
So a lot of people don't know you can catch Pokemon and hatch Pokestop until 80 kilometers in the transport or bicycle or other way than just walking, you know.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And
Is the Pokemon Go Express.
yep.
How do you balance enjoying the game for you, for the fun, and the creating content for your audience?
For me, right now, I would tell you that whenever I play Pokemon, especially when it comes to really spending money in the game, it's mainly for content. So if it's not for content, I wouldn't even spend money that much to actually rate that often. Not that I don't do all those when I'm off camera, I do, but I won't like go crazy for whatever other things. But if you talk about like having fun, I always have fun. Pokemon Go, regardless of whether on camera, off camera, I always have fun. Whether am I playing with a community or not, I'm always having fun playing the game. So even off camera, when I'm not even like joining any community or like making any videos at all, I enjoy just going around in cities or anywhere, just fighting Team Rocket. It's free, right? And even just going around to catch Pokemon, it's free. So that's what I enjoy doing. Yeah.
What has surprised you most about the Pokemon Go community over the years?
After the pandemic, and especially once Niantic kind of pulled the plug out from the remote raid system on April 2022, you know, a lot of people were very, very unhappy with it.
6 April,
Yeah, April,
still on
right?
the mind of all players.
Yeah, it's still on the mind of quite a number of players, but because I've been on the ground to actually meet a lot of people face to face, and I have seen that, by the way, my GoPro just spun a Pokestop for me, so that's great. Yeah, so people, you know, have been telling me that, especially the newcomers, the one who started playing the game like a year or less than 2 years ago, they have been telling me that for them to see that the remote raid change has happened, they are happy that it has happened. And in fact, the surprising thing are even those people who also started before the pandemic, and then after that now they came back to play the game. Some of them also told me that they feel that having the remote raid, just limiting 5 per day, it's a bonus, better than not being able to remote at all previously. So to me, like, the mentality of the people have shifted in terms of when I meet people locally, but of course if you go to certain places like online, on Twitter, or even on in certain rural places, of course people are still pretty unhappy with the remote rate changes.
This is clear. Do you have any tips or tricks for improving success in the Red, Gym Battles or Go Battle League?
In the raid and gym,
I think PVE,
oh okay, PVE,
Gym Battles, Go Battle League.
So first of all, for raids wise, of course, invest in the right counters against whatever Pokemon you're fighting. I would suggest though that only power up your Pokemon when you need them. So like certain people will tell me, say, hey, you know, I got a Mewtwo, I got a Shadow Mewtwo over here, do I power it up? So my question to him is this: do you need to use the Shadow Mewtwo now? Because if the current raid boss is a boss that you do not need to use the Shadow Mewtwo, like say if it's Darkrai is coming soon, right? So you wouldn't need to use Mewtwo against it. Instead, you will use a fighting type or a fairy type Pokemon on it. So if you do not have any good fighting or good fairy type Pokemon prepared, you might as well put your resources into it. Because there could be a chance that a move may come in and maybe the Shadow Mewtwo may not be as good anymore, or maybe something else may come in and the Shadow Mewtwo might have even a stronger move. And also, I'd rather you save and put your resources into the mon that you need currently. So hence what I would tell people that. As for PvP, look at the meta according to pvpoke.com and see what the viable ones. You do not want to invest in Pokemon that you might only use once and then you will never use it ever again after investing all the thousands of Stardust, and then everything goes to waste.
You know what was my worst experience in PvP is like push up 3 Pokemons. He passed 22 and the battle changed. So I evolved and I don't deal with battle with.
I see.
Then was all the question I have, and the last question is about you and your game. What's your favorite Pokemon in the game? In your account you got?
I guess it's my Shadow Handle Pidgey.
Can you show? I don't know if you have something to show. If someone thinking what he did, he finished the Team Rocket. Yeah, still the Shadow Pidgey 100.
Nah. Shadow Handle Pidgey with a Master Ball.
And the second question is, you need to choose a Pokemon what you catch and you hate the most, you don't want to see anymore in the game.
Okay, don't want to see you already. Nah. Shiny Smeargle.
Smeargle. And if I let you my phone,
what?
Do you know which is my favorite Pokemon?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. Here, and then here, and then here. This one, this is your favorite Pokemon. Delete account.
And if you need to name a Pokemon, if you need to name a Pokemon, yeah, and all Pokemon, which one can be my favorite?
Stantler.
Stantler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Stantler. I will be showing
Definitely
you.
Stantler because he's wearing a Stantler headgear anyway.
What is my favorite Pokemon?
You look what he's wearing. He's wearing a Stantler headgear. Or.
This is my favorite Pokemon.
Pachirisu
shiny, yeah. So thank you for taking the time to answer my question.
Thank you, bro.
Also thank you to come to Switzerland.
Thank you too.
And I wish you the best luck for you and Princess.
Maybe see you in Singapore.
And apparently see you in Singapore, yeah, because Brandon will be stopped to travel as a new things.
Yeah.
That perhaps not all people know, but we will still to go fast.
Yeah. So instead of me traveling, people travel to Singapore.
You return to Singapore on 9
December.
Yeah. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, Brandon.
Ciao.
Bye.
Go to my medals? I don't understand. Oh, okay. And then?
And then?
Run?
Yeah.
What you show me shiny, is it?
Feel free.
What do you mean?
Feel free to got my first Professor Pikachu after 100 showcase. CP374. Can catch it. You know to make it excellent.
Sorry, but it's not handle. 402 is handle, so I'm not catching.
Not catching.